Hello, hello. Test. Pronounce your name?
Huh?
How do you pronounce your name?
Thinker.
Sinker.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're going to get started. Welcome, everyone. This is the English track. And today we have Sinker Lee, and he's from Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
And he came all the way to Japan to give his talk. So give him a warm welcome. And he's going to be talking about Scribboo with Embedded Python. And it's going to be mostly about graphics. So I hope you enjoy the talk.
Thank you, Ian. I'm Thinker. I come from Taiwan. Today I want to talk about Scribboo, a certain tool for GUI designer. We extend the Scribboo based on Python and Inkscape. Anyone know Inkscape? Yeah. I think Inkscape is very famous 2D authoring tool. Basically, Inkscape is have high quality in 2D graphic, vector graphic, but Inkscape do not provide any animation or any function for designer of GUI. So we add some extend the Inkscape to add the function for GUI designer. Okay. Basically, Scribboo is an authoring tool for fast prototyping. The idea is we just draw anything you want on the screen and add some state machine and the behavior for the element in the screen. And the event to trigger the state machine, so we can create a live prototype. So we can create the prototyping in a very short time. Scribboo is based on Inkscape. Inkscape is what was wrote in C++, and he has a very long history. Basically, there are 3 parts. It's based on another 2 projects. So the code was rewrite for several times, and some very dirty code in Inkscape. So he very very hard to understand and read the code of Inkscape. So that's why we try to extend Inkscape with Python. Okay, the way we extend Inkscape was with Python and Python. We will talk about Python later. The idea of Scribboo was we wanted to support this kind of model for GUI developer and the programmer. The best idea is GUI designer is someone, for example, project manager, or they try to find out the requirement of users or customers, and deliver they use the tool to design the best block of a use case and deliver the results to art designers to refine the working flow or artist design, and finally deliver the same file to programmer. And programmer can hook their code with state machine to trigger their program. How does it work? Basically, we based on a final state machine to connect user interface and the program code. So the idea is the Scribboo will support a function that the art designer and the project manager can define the state machine of the GUI behavior. So, for example, there is a button here. When art designer draw a button on the screen, and he can define the state and the behavior of the button with animations. For example, when user push on the button, the state of the button will change. For example, change the color or shrink his size, for example. And he also defined a state machine here. So when user push the button, the event will trigger a state transition, and the transition can drive the program code to do something, for example, network access or database access. So the basic idea is state machine to connect both user interface side and the program code, the business and the logic part. And the component of Scribboo basically include 4 parts. First part is Inkscape itself. This is now we use the trunk code of Inkscape. Why we use trunk code? Because we was trying to we had to try to use the stable version of Inkscape, but it's very hard to migrate to new version. The code is very hard to merge because each stable version have something will change their code on their branch. And when we base on, for example, 0.4a, the 0.4a will change their branch, and when our code based on the 0.4a, it would be very hard to migrate to merge to later version. And the pybind is a C module. It's a purely C code. The law of pybind was a bridge between Python and the Inkscape. And the pyb Inkscape is a module, Python binding module, writing in Python. We will talk about Python later. This is writing in syntax very close to Python, but it was translated to native code. And another part is pyinc.py. This module is purely in Python. Most of our work was here, and these two parts, green part, what the purpose of the green part was bridge to Inkscape native code. Is there any question? No. Okay, so we are talking Python. What is Python? The purpose of Python was to write in embedded module for Python, and with syntax not very close to Python. So why we use Python? Because if we use Python C API, API with C Python, it's very hard to handle when doing some for type translate or resource management. It's very hard to do, and so we use Python, and it's more easy to maintain than C or C++. This is an example of Python. This is a function. It's very close to Python language. So basically, you can write most of Python code. You can use it directly with Python. So if you have a Python function, you can just ask Python to translate it to C language or C++. Okay, we see this example. Okay, this is the example. Basically, it's totally a Python code, but actually, he has a different extension name. So now we build it with Python. So the Python will generate a file, example.c. Yeah, this is the output of Python. Basically, you will define a Python native module for you in C or C++. Okay, it's very long, so we skip it. Okay, now we build it so we can import it now. Okay, and yeah, this is function we just defined, and then we can call it now. For example, Okay, this is the example we just built. Okay, the capability of Python was to translate the language very close to Python, and translate the file to C code or C++ code, and so you can build it as a native module. And you can also call C function, RST function, the function purely writing in C or C++. And you can also call functions and class methods of C++. Here we have an example of call C API. Before you call a C API, you must declare your API. The way you declare the API was here. You must have a C define, C diff extern from this is header file. That's what the Python will include in its output file. So if you define, for example, stdlib.h, it will include stdlib.h in his generated file. And here we define, there is something, Python has some issue in type defining, so sometimes you must work around. This is a workaround. I define C char is a char type. So the Python will think it's a char type, but actually it's a constant char type. And then I define a function. It's just you just copy the declaration of your function and paste it to here. It just work. And then you can call it directly, just like call other Python functions. Okay, here is type casting. You need a type casting to cast the Python object to native type. The casting was with two quotes, this kind of quote. Okay, this is the example we just steamed. The Python. It will also generate a C API .c. Okay, that applies. And then now we compile it. Now we can import. Okay, this function is basically called system function of C library. So I expect it to run the instruction we give it. So in this, with Python, you will very easy to integrate your native code with Python. There are a lot solutions of this kind of tool, but I think Python is very easy. But Python has this his problem, Python actually do not only support part of a C+ template function. So you must, sometimes you need to work around in native side. For example, you must define some macro in C to wrap the function of C+ template to mimic the template as a function or other types. And the supporting of namespace is also poor. Sometimes you want to cast a type in a namespace. You also need some workaround with C macro. And another problem is resource management, because you have that different kind of memory management model in native side. It may not easy to integrate with with Python. So you must focus, spend a lot of time to focus on resource management. So how do we integrate the Python, and the Inkscape? The way we integrate the Inkscape with Python part is export the API and the data structure of Inkscape. So we write some code to read the C type in Python and translate it to Python object. Basically, we have a C. We have 4 parts in our project, and one part is pybind. It's a bridge between Python and Inkscape. This part need to initialize Python engine. So we need to find some point to call initial call, some point in Inkscape to call initial call of pybind. Basically, we just do 4 basic instructions. First is py initialize, is to initialize Python engine, and then we import a module. This module is actually the module we writing in pure in Python. It's just pyinc. Okay, we actually import this module and call this Python module directory. And this module will use some API and the data structure is supported by pyb Inkscape writing Python. And then we get the star function. That's a function that defined in pyb.py. It's actually writing purely in Python. He do some use the API is supported by pyb Inkscape and to do some initialize, register some hook. We added a lot of hook in Inkscape, so we can the Inkscape will trigger the hook when some events. So we call the star function to do some initialization in Python side. So we just see what we do. We had to do it now. Okay, this is the Scribboo, and you can see this part is totally Inkscape. And this button and this timeline and this dialog was implemented with, in Python and Python GTK. So the way we install our interface into the Inkscape was use Python GTK to find out the structure of GTK components and insert our component at some specified position. And there's a tool called sorry. Okay. Okay, there's a tool called GTK Parasite. Maybe someone know it. It's a tool you can use it to figure out the structure of GTK. It's very like Firebug you use in Firefox or something else. So you can use it to just find out. Okay, you can use it to just figure out the structure of the Inkscape. So you can insert with this information provided by Parasite, you can insert your object in any place you want. And we do a small example. Okay, this is a small animation, and beside the animation, we also add some component management, finance state machine. You can draw state machine here. And add this transition. So basically, you can define a state machine, manager component, and the actions. So you can define a lot of action. Every action is actually a timeline. So you can define a lot of timeline for every component. So you can trigger it with state machine. For some event, for example, user push the button, the click event will trigger a transition to do some to play an animation. So you can define your prototype in this way, very easy. Okay, and thank you.
We're going to have a 10-minute break or so, but if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask. Yes.
Just quickly, can anybody like me play with the code or with the running application? Is it available anywhere?
Pardon?
Is it available anywhere? Can you download it or run it?
Yes.
Why don't you talk to him after and let him know the URL.
Okay.
Anybody else?
You can download the source here. There's some information of build and the source. No? You can download this. You can find the information about this project here.
Okay. Thank you for speaking, and we'll have a 10-minute break. So we'll start again at 11:40.